Yo, what's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Michael Zeely. How you doing, Zeely?
Pretty good. A little tired, but ready to get the day started.
Yeah, we are going to be showing off the Build and Battle Triplet Beat experience that we started a couple weeks ago. Finally getting to conclude the Triplet Beat Build and Battle experience. Thank you, Tony, in the chat with the 5 gifted subs, 62 total gifts so far to the channel. This is the first time that I've ever attempted to do this. It's kind of like a pre-release in some ways. In
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
yeah,
It's a sealed format. We each opened 15 packs of Triplet Beat. Apparently, the boxes in Japan are seeded, so that way, if you get I got a Meowscarada EX, so I got the entire Meowscarada line. So I guess they're meant over there. One half the box you can use to draft it, kind of.
yes. If you pull an evolution Pokemon on one half of a Triplet Beat booster box, you're guaranteed to get the pre-evolutions on that same half. That's the way that the boxes are seeded. Not every Japanese booster box works this way, but some of them do. And Triplet Beat is one of those sets.
They usually like to do stuff with the special sets, like the subsets. I believe, Vivid Voltage back in 2 years ago already, you would get the Togekiss and the Togekiss VMAX in the same pack if you were to open it, which wasn't the case with the other
Right.
sets. I believe there was something special with Incandescent Arcana last year. I believe those are able to be drafted.
Yeah, they do this every once in a while, so it is it's gonna be the first time that I've ever tried it. I'm really excited to dive in and see what we can do. The reason why we didn't start battling as soon as we opened our decks last time is because I wanted to go through and actually do some of the translations. So what I'm going to attempt to do, if you see on my old stream deck here, I have cards. So like if Zeely plays Quaquaval EX, I should be able to call that up just like that. So there's Quaquaval, right? And then if I want to call up let's see, a Pokemon from my deck, like Dedenne EX, then I should be able to call up Dedenne EX just like that. Well, I gotta actually clear the Quaquaval first. We'll figure it out. So there we go. There's the Quaquaval gone. Excellent. So it might be a little bit of a learning curve for me because I did just kind of slap this together this morning. But anyways, we're going to be playing 40 card deck games. So 4 prize matches. We've got our new Dragon Shield dual colors. I'm representing the Might. Zeely's got the Valor equipped on his deck. So huge thank you to Dragon Shield for providing the sleeves for us. And I felt like this would be a fun little stream activity. Little build and battle experience where you guys can predict on who's going to win, and then I'm going to chop this up into like an opening and gameplay video of sorts. So I'm going to smash this together with the opening portion that we did a couple weeks ago, and then it should make for one fun YouTube video is the idea. Let's get some predictors in the chats. Zelia, tell us a little bit about the cards in your deck as I have these lovely folks predict on who is going to be the winner in Game 1.
So the main focus of my deck is the Meowscarada EX and the Quaquaval EX. The Meowscarada has an ability. It is called Bouquet Magic. I get to discard a Grass Energy card from my hand, and then I get to place 3 damage counters on one of your Pokemon, which pairs really well with its second attack, Scraping Claws. If my opponent's active Pokemon has any damage counters on it, the attack does 100 damage plus 120 damage. So that's enough to one-shot your Dedenne. And then the other Stage 2 EX I have is the Quaquaval EX. And then that's just another heavy hitter too. For 2 energy, it does 230 damage with its Corkscrew Shot attack. And that allows me to... in order to use that attack, I need to put 2 cards from my 2 energy cards from my Pokemon back into my hand, and then I just paired it with some other support Pokemon, such as the Kilowattrel. For 3 colorless energy, it does 150 damage, and then that goes very well with the Lesson Studio. The Lesson Studio lets me do 10 more damage with my Stage 1 Evolution Pokemon's attacks. And then I have in here also the Hydreigon, which ability lets me look at the top 3 cards of my deck, attach any energy cards I find there to my Pokemon, and then I discard the other ones. So it's a good energy acceleration deck. And then I have 2 copies of Superior Energy Retrieval to retrieve those back, use Meowscarada's ability again, and then just keep the energy flowing back and forth.
Yeah, I was definitely impressed with Zeely's pulls and Zeely's deck when he was opening his booster box. It's going to be a little bit of an uphill battle, but I believe in my squad. I have got Clodsire EX on my side, and Paldean Clodsire EX has the Toxic Swamp ability, which reads, if a stadium is in play, you may make your opponent's active Pokemon poisoned. And then Bone Needles does 200 damage. Now, Clodsire is a little bit of a fatty, so if he does make his way into the active position, it's going to be tough to retreat. Yeah, basically, if he flips tails on Bone Needles, it's going to be tough, because that means that he's not going to be able to attack, and he probably won't be able to retreat either. I've also got Dedenne EX on my side of the board. Dedenne EX is a basic psychic type Pokemon EX with 170 hit points. It's got 2 attacks. Tail Swap for 2 psychic energy allows you to move all damage counters from one of your bench Pokemon to your opponent's active Pokemon. That is going to be a little bit, maybe situational at best in a limited format like this. And then Wonder Shot for 3 psychic energy does 170 damage, solid damage output for 3 psychic, discarding an energy from this Pokemon. So we'll see how useful that is. I think that the best Pokemon in my deck is probably like this Grumpig and this this Pyroar. The Grumpig has the Power Step attack, which allows you to search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. That's super good if I could start it early, juice some energy into play, and then Zen Headbutt does 100 damage. And then Pyroar's got this Overrun attack, which does 60 damage for 2 colorless energy, which is great because I've got like 3 different types of energy in this deck. And it does 20 damage to one of my opponent's bench Pokemon. So that's basically what I got going on. Volcarona's kind of cool too. I've got the Tinkaton, which is sweet, but I don't have any special energy to really be able to do a lot of damage. 180 damage for 2 if I have a special energy attached. Zeely's the only one who pulled special energy here. So don't have that option available to us. And I'm just looking forward to having some fun sealed games and then being able to cut this up and put it into a neat little YouTube video to show off a format that they play in Japan. Apparently in Japan, they'll do this kind of sealed format quite a bit, which is crazy. Japanese booster boxes MSRP for like $45-$50.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Yeah. So if you think about it, doing a Japanese pre-release like this or a Japanese sealed event would cost you half a booster box, $25, right? Which is the same amount that our pre-releases cost.
Yep, which is really cool.
Yeah, because you only get like 4 booster packs in our build and battle kits.
Yep.
You get 15.
Yeah, and then you have like, if you're getting half a box, you're like 50-50 chance of getting a secret rare.
The secret rare, right? Just saying. TPCI. Take some notes. This is cool. I love this. What if our booster box is MSRP'd for $50? Yeah, what if we got to open 15 packs? That would be pretty cool. So they you get the 15 packs, and then apparently you are also given 1 draw 3 supporter and 1 rare candy as a treat. So we each have a rare candy and a Nemona in our decks that did not come in the booster box. So if you're watching the gameplay and you're like, well, there's no Nemona in Triplet Beat, haha, caught you red-handed. It's because that's how they do things in Japan. They give you the Nimona and the rare candy to help you build your deck. It's like how, when you do your pre-release here, you get like a 40 card seeded deck, basically. They basically give you a deck to play, and then you get 4 booster packs, and you usually never add anything to it. But that's the gist. All right, predictions are in. Game 1 is ready to go. Let's get this party started. Now, bear with me as I try to run the overlay and, run the stream at the same time and play some cards. Shouldn't be that bad. But then also, Zeely, if I need you to retake something because I jacked up the overlay.
Oh, yeah. I gotcha.
You know how it goes. Want it to look crispy for the YouTube edit, Got to do some tabletop testing for EUIC. You're going, right, Zeely?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm very excited. I've never been to London before.
Me neither.
Haven't been to Europe. Haven't been to Europe in almost a decade at this point.
Oh, my gosh.
Not at all excited for the flight. Anything more than 3 hours, and I start getting really claustrophobic and angsty and whatever. So the 7 hours and 40 minutes is going to be rough. I'm going to need to get some like Benadryl or something.
I think I got me an aisle seat. I'm pretty sure. That's like a requirement for me when I'm doing flights that are over, over an hour, really. If it's over longer than an hour, need an aisle seat.
I think I have an aisle seat on the way there. I don't know, or on the way back. I don't know what I have on the way there yet.
Yeah, it's got to be an aisle seat. Got to be able to stretch my leggies out, or I get cramped up and claustrophobic too. Also, I just need to be able to go to the bathroom without, having to bother somebody.
That's so crazy. I could go the entire 8 hours and just sit there comfortably.
Crazy. That's so nuts. All right, Zeely, would you like heads or tails?
I will take heads, please.
I'll go first.
That is a very nice dice right there.
It is. Wow, Full Grip Games. Do you know those are available at fullgripgames.com?
Wow.
Let's see. What does this little gamer do? Oh, yeah, that's sick. All right, cool. Yeah. We're going to end up using that guy. Good luck.
Good luck. Have fun.
I'll draw for turn. And I've got some Tink-a-Tink in my hand, so I will bench both of my Tink-a-Tink. And then I have rare candy, but no Tink-a-Ton right now. I really hope that I can draw into Tink-a-Ton. But I do really like this Whooper that I have in the active with the Find a Home attack. Can help me to find a stadium card. So I'll attach to Whooper. Since it's my first turn, I can't attack quite yet, and I'll pass to you.
Sweet. I'll draw for turn. I will evolve into the Quaxwell.
Cannot do that.
Oh, you're right. I'll draw for turn. I'll attach for turn to the Quaxley. Play down the Nimona to draw 3. And then it looks like I'm just going to be chilling for a bit, so I will pass to you.
Draw for turn. And I do have a Psychic Energy, which is good. I'll bench my Dedenne EX and attach a Psychic Energy to Dedenne EX. And I'll use... Let's see. And I'll use Whooper's Find a Home attack, which allows me to search my deck for a stadium card and put it into my hand. Now, the stadium card I'm looking for, I I think is prized. No!
Let me guess, you're going for the Artisan.
The Artisan. Oh, the Artisan is so good. It allows me to search for basic Pokemon. I really want to have that in play. But it's all good. I could check my deck while I'm in here. Unfortunately, my Artisan is prized, so poor Wooper will be failing that find a home attack, meaning that Wooper has no home.
Oh, that's so sad. Sweet. I will draw for my turn. I get the Meowscarada EX, which doesn't help me at the moment. So I'll play Faulkner. It lets me draw 2 cards, and if I have a Stadium card in play, which I do not, I'm able to draw 2 more cards. I will play down the Dino, evolve into the Quaxwell. I think I can easily just start putting pressure on you, so I'll attach the Jet Energy to my Quaxwell, which when I attach it to my bench Pokemon, I can switch it with my active. And I will use Splash for 50.
Oh my gosh, that is... Yikes. Yeah, that's a lot of pressure. Not exactly a huge fan of that. Wooper is definitely feeling it right now. I'll draw for turn. I do have another Psychic Energy. That's interesting. I think... Oh boy. What if I retreat the Wooper and then move all the damage counters to you? That would be kind of sick, honestly. I could also just attach this Psychic Energy to my Dedenne EX and say I'm going in for 170 next turn, which I think is fine. I'll attach this Psychic Energy to my Dedenne EX, and I'll pass to you.
Draw for turn. I'll play down my another Quaxley, and I don't think that I... That's a rough one. I'll attach to the Quaxley here. And I think I'm just going to hope that you don't get the Psychic Energy, and I will splash again for 50 for the knockout.
Oof. Wooper goes down, and Zeely takes his first prize card. I will... Do I promote Dedenne EX and say that I'm definitely going to get that Psychic off the top? Or do I go with a more measured approach? Let me see what this Tinkatink on my bench does real quick. This Tinkatink right here. Oh, I'm promoting that dude for sure. That dude's crazy. He draws a card. All right. I'll promote Tinkatink and draw for turn. I've got Faulkner, which is awesome. So let's see. Where's my Faulkner? I'll play down Faulkner, which allows me to draw 2 cards. I don't have a Stadium in play. And I do find another Psychic Energy, which is awesome. I'll bench my Spoink and attach a Fire Energy to Tinkatink. And I will use Collect to draw a card.
Sweet. I will draw for my turn. Nothing crazy over here just yet either. I know you can... You probably got... assuming I don't know what you're saying it out loud, I assume you probably have one out to Psychic Energy at this point. So I think I will just attach the...
Luminous Energy, right?
Who do I want it to go to? I think I'll attach the Luminous Energy to the Quaxley. I'll retreat the Quaxwell into the Dino. And I will pass to you.
Okay, so we've got a little bit of preserving your best attackers strategy going on right now, knowing that the Quaquaval EX is still in your deck, right?
Somewhere.
Yes. Yeah, well, I'm out here collecting, so I'm drawing tons of cards. I'll draw for turn. Ooh, Great Ball off the top of the deck. I'll play Great Ball, which allows me to look at the top 7 cards of my deck, and I can put a Pokemon I find there into my hand, and we have got some great finds. I will grab the Tinkaton, which is going to completely turn this game around. We are cooking. I will use my rare candy to evolve my active Tinkatink into Tinkaton. And Tinkaton has the Gather Materials ability. I get to discard a card from my hand and then draw 3 cards. I'll evolve my benched Tinkatink into Tinkatuff and attach a psychic energy from my hand to my active Tinkaton, and I'll use Special Hammer for 90 damage and the knockout.
I'll promote my Oricorio. We'll draw for turn. I will play her.
Think about it. It's Dendra. All right. Oh, you can't really use that, can you?
Let's see. Okay. Then drop until I have 5.
Yeah. Can you do it?
Okay, let's see. So if I attach here.
Hold on real quick. Huge thank you to Pumpkin Amy for that raid. Thank you, Amy. Welcome, everybody, from Pumpkin Amy's channel. Hopefully, you're all having a wonderful day. We're playing a Triplet Beat build and battle sealed experience right now. We're in the middle of a heated match to see which one of us is the king of Triplet Beat. And we've each taken 1 prize in game 1, so things are just heating up.
It's looking pretty bad for me at this point.
Well, I got the Tinkaton, the broken Tinkaton in play, so...
Sweet. So in order to play this Dendra, I need to thin some cards from my hand so I can retreat the Oricorio into my Quaxley. And then I will play Superior Energy Retrieval to discard the Florigato and the Grass Energy to put this back in my hand. I will play the Dendra to put the Grass Energy at the bottom of my deck, and then I get to draw 3 cards. No luck yet, so I will have to swing for 30 with Quaxley's...
Hold on, which number is that?
28.
28?
So I'll have to swing with Quaxley's Reckless Charge attack for 30 damage, and he takes 10 damage in retaliation.
Oof. All right. I'll draw for turn. And since my poor Whooper got knocked out, Clodsire will not be getting any action this game. So I'll use Tinkaton's Gather Materials ability to discard Clodsire EX and draw 3 cards. And then I do have Pyroar in my hand, so I'll bench Litleo and I'll play... What is the name of the stadium? Lesson Studio. I'll put Lesson Studio into play, which is a new stadium card that reads the attacks of each player's Stage 1 evolution Pokemon do 10 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon, so that's pretty neat. But what that's going to allow me to do is play Dendra, oh no, that's not what Dendra does. Dang it. Dendra's the one that you just played. It was Faulkner is the one I was thinking of that allows me to draw 4 cards. That's fine. I'll still play Dendra. It's put 1 card on the bottom, right? And then draw till 5?
Yep.
Cool. All right, so then what I'm going to do, I'll attach a Darkness Energy to my benched Litleo, and then I'll play Dendra, which requires that I put a card on the bottom of my deck and then draw until I have 5. So I'll get to draw 3 cards. And with that, I have had a pretty successful turn so far. Let's see, I got to wait for the overlay to load, and then I will use Tinkaton's special hammer attack for 90 damage and the knockouts.
I have to promote the Oricorio at this point. Hopefully I can get a Quackval EX at some point in the next 2 turns. So I'll draw for my turn, attach a basic water energy to the Quaxwell, and I can't do anything else, so I will just have to pass to Andrew.
All right. Looks like Tinkaton might be able to do the full sweep. I'll draw for turn, evolve my Litleo into Pyroar, and I'll use Tinkaton's Gathering Materials ability to discard Litleo and draw 3 cards. I'll evolve my Spoink into Grumpig, attach a basic fire energy from my hands to Pyroar, and then I will use Tinkaton's special hammer for 90 damage and go down to just 1 prize card remaining.
So draw my card for turn. It is basic grass energy, basic grass energy. So I just have to attach the water from my hand, and I will do 50 damage with the Quaxwell's attack. So I'll do 50 damage with Splash, and then with the Lesson Studio it does 60.
Okay.
And then it is your turn.
And then I'll draw, and I can use Special Hammer for 90 damage and the game.
You should retreat and then attack with a Dedenne for the content.
For the All right, fine. Let's see. Just because I can. Dang it, hold on. I got to clear the overlay real quick. For the content, we need to see a Wonder Shot. Beautiful. All right. And Tinkaton could take this knockout, but I think I'd rather do it with Dedenne EX. I'll attach an energy to Dedenne EX and retreat Tinkaton. And Dedenne EX will Wonder Shot for a game-winning 170 damage. And that is game 1. Hold on. There we go. All right. Is that how you expected it to go, Zealy?
I was hoping for the tail swap.
The tail swap? Oh, because I had 90 damage?
90 on you.
Oh, yeah, that would have been sick.
I don't know. I saw my opening hand with the Quaxley and the Rare Candy, and I was like, and the Nimona, and I was like, I'm in there.
Oh,
and
for sure.
I was just waiting the entire game to get or even the Sprigatito would have been good, because I had the Rare Candy Meowscarada the entire time.
You could see how an ability like Tinkaton's Gather Materials just completely changed the landscape.
Oh, yeah, even the attack, too. Drawing 1 card just means so much in this format.
It does. In limited formats, when you're just top decking a card every turn, you maybe have a couple supporters where you're drawing 3 cards at a time. Having that built-in draw 3 every turn allowed me to set up my deck, and even though the Pokemon on my side of the board weren't as strong as the Pokemon in your deck, I actually got to set mine up.
Yeah, yep. It's really funny during the pre-release tournaments when you just go looking through your cards that you pulled and you're like, oh, this one is collect for 2. That one's going in there for sure.
Yeah. And really, that the collect on the Tinkatank was big, allowing me to just see another couple of cards, and then obviously that gather materials was, was the star of the show in game one. What are you hoping for in game two, Zeely?
I'm hoping I could get any evolution Pokemon out, a big one, and just start swinging.
I think that'd be good for sure. All right, let's see how game two goes. I'm gonna start a new prediction real quick. Let's do that. The haters livid right now that I won game one. Understandable. 81%. Dang, Zeely, you got no believers.
I got haters.
Yeah, you got haters right here. Only 19% of respondents were believing in Zeely game one, even though Zeely's got like
2 EX Pokemon.
2 good EX Pokemon, yeah. 2 good stage 2 EXs. It's the Tinkaton diff, honestly. Who's going to win game 2? There you go. Oh, and Gym Leader Challenge, the Tinkaton. It's got some legs in GLC. With Dimension Valley, being able to do 180 damage for just 1 energy is super good. If you have like a Horror Psychic energy or a Mystery energy, and then the ability drawing 3 cards, that jives really well with Kirlia's Refinement. You could go Refinement for 2 and then Gather Materials for 3. Just really churn through your deck. Definitely love that. All right. Would you like to go first or second?
I would like to go first, please.
I think that makes sense. Whew. Best of luck.
Good luck. Draw for turn. Attach Water Energy. Play down Dino. Play down Quaxley. And I will pass to you.
Don't think I have... Oof, I don't have your Tauros scan up. It's all good. You could pull it up and see what it does, right?
So the first attack is a Retaliate attack.
Yeah.
It does 20 damage. And
And the second one is just 60 damage to one of my Pokemon.
Yep.
But I don't know what the attack's called. Yeah, I think I missed that one somehow, but oh well. I got Water Tauros on my side. Let's see.
Oh, so the first one is Raging Horns. It does 10 more damage. It does 20 damage plus 10 more damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. And then the second attack is called Water Dive, and it does 60 damage to one of your Pokemon.
Here we go. I have it on my side, not yours, for whatever reason, so that's fine. We're gonna fix that. Great. Perfect. Cool. That's what Tauros does. Wonderful. Let's clear all those. Go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, sweet. I'll draw for turn. And I have a phenomenal opening hand. My goodness. This is great. I'll put Artisan into play. And with Artisan in play, I can play Faulkner. And Faulkner will allow me to draw 4 cards, which is, I mean, great in a limited format. And off of those 4 cards, I've got some basics. I'll bench Wooper, and then I'll use, let's see, no, not yet. I'll play Great Ball first, which allows me to look at the top 7 cards of my deck. And then put a Pokemon I find there into my hand. I'm going to get that Clodsire EX and put that into my hand since I already have Wooper down. Then I will use Artisan Town, which allows me to search my deck for a basic Pokemon that does not have a rule box. This card is going to be incredible in Gym Leader Challenge formats since there are no rule box Pokemon in Gym Leader Challenge format, and it's just a great consistency card for any deck. So I really love that. Saw how good the Tinkatuff was in the last game, so I think I'm going to get the Tinkatink off of the Artisan Town and put it onto my bench. And then Spoink can hit for 10, but I don't want to damage you, actually, because then you'll be able to retaliate for more. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a no-go. Cool. I think I just want to start powering up my insane Clodsire EX. So I'll attach a fire energy to Paldean Wooper, and I'll pass to you.
Draw for turn. I'll play Faulkner to draw 2. I will use Artisan Town to search my deck for a basic Pokemon and put it onto my bench. I'll go for the Sprigatito. So I don't draw 4. I only draw 2 because Andrew has the the stadium card in play. I do not.
Yeah, it has to be your stadium.
I will attach the Jet Energy to the active Pokemon. Play down the Lesson Studio to get rid of your Artisan. And I believe that does shut off the Clodsire's ability to poison me.
I think it has to be your stadium, yeah.
So then I will use Paldean Tauros' Fury Horn attack to do 20 damage.
Ooh, all right. Let's see. My Spoink taking some damage. I'll draw for turn. And I'll play Nemona, which allows me to draw 3 cards.
So now this is a really funny interaction because if you do have a Lesson Studio, you can't play it down because
I know.
There's only 2 stadium cards in this format.
I know. It's like I have a stadium, but I can't play it because your stadium's in play. So that is frustrating. I'll bench Spoink, and I'll evolve my Wooper into Paldean Clodsire EX. And then that Tauros' second attack is really intimidating. You could just start spreading damage, which I don't like. I'm going to bench Dedenne EX and attach a Psychic Energy to Dedenne EX. And then I'm just going to pass to you.
Draw for turn. I'll play down Quaxley. I'll use Dendra to put the Superior Energy Retrieval at the bottom of my deck to draw 3. Honestly, at this point, really just waiting for a rare candy. I have the Quaquaval and the Meowscarada in hand. And I did check to make sure that it was in there before when I searched. So I will attach the Water Energy to the Tauros. And I will use Tauros' Water Dive to do 60 damage to the... I'll probably go with the Dedenne.
Ooh, yeah, that is tough. I'll draw for turn. Oh boy. Do not have what I need right now. 3 hits on the Dedenne EX, and then that goes down for 2 prizes. So that's kind of gnarly. I don't have any help off the top of my deck. No Darkness Energy either. And I think the Dedenne, if we take a look at it...
Oh, you're right. The Dedenne is protected from the...
Oh, the Dedenne can't get because of the... All right, I'll let you repick. Yeah.
So I'll use Tauros's Waterhorn attack to do 60 damage to the Paldean Clodsire.
Give me a second to remove the. All right, you could say it one more. Let me bring up the Tauros again too, real quick. Yeah, that's right. I should have let you just bounce that right off, bro. Oh, and Clodsire EX works if either player has a stadium in play. All right. All right. Good to know. Okay, you're good to go with the water dive.
So I'll use Tauros' water dive attack to do 60 damage to the Clodsire. I would typically choose the Dedenne, but because it has that Terrestrial ability, I cannot damage it on the bench.
Sick. I'll draw. And this is playing into my plan perfectly, because if you damage this Clodsire enough, I'll be able to put that damage right back onto you with Dedenne EX. My hand is not very good, but I will continue to... Wait, the Clodsire's thing works if either player's... Let's check that out. Yeah, real quick. If all stadium is... Oh, well, I should have been done that. Okay. I'll use Clodsire EX's Toxic Swamp ability to poison Tauros. At first, I thought that Clodsire's ability only worked if I had a stadium in play, but upon closer inspection, it looks as if any stadium qualifies. So definitely wants to poison that Tauros and start to rack up damage on it. Okay. And then I'll attach a basic psychic energy to my Dedenne EX, and I'll pass it over to you.
So Tauros takes 10 damage from poison. I will draw for my turn. I'll evolve into the Florigato, attach the luminous energy to the Florigato, and I'll do another 60 snipe to the... I'll go for the Tinkatuff. And I take another 10 damage from poison.
Okay, my poor Tinkatuff is starting to feel the pressure. I'll draw for turn. But I can heal my Pokemon with Dedenne EX, so that's pretty cool. But I'm only moving 60 damage to you. So then I'm powering up your own Retaliate attack if you want to smack into my Dedenne EX. That's fine, though. I think we're going to do it. I'll attach a fire energy to my active Spoink and retreat into Dedenne EX. I'll bench Tinkatink, and I'll use Dedenne's Tail Swap to move 6 damage counters from my Tinkatink to Tauros.
And then I take another 10 from poison. So then I will draw for my turn. I'll evolve into Meowscarada EX.
There it is. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me clear this. Bring up your Masquerada and let me pull up for the content real quick. Okay. 3, 2. All right, go ahead.
So I'll evolve into Meowscarada EX. I will play Nemona to draw 3 cards. I will attach the basic water energy to the Meowscarada. And I'm fine just chilling out a bit, so I think I will use Tauros' Waterhorn attack to knock out the Tinkatuff.
It's Tinkatink.
Tinkatink. I will use the Tauros' Waterhorn attack to knock out the Water Dive attack to knock out the Tinkatink.
And then you take more damage for poison. I'll draw for turn. Okay. I'm going to attach a basic fire energy to Clodsire EX, and I'll use Dedenne EX's Tail Swap to heal my Clodsire and put 6 damage counters on the Tauros, knocking it out, and I get to take a prize card.
I will promote my Meowscarada. I will draw for my turn, evolve into the Zweilous, and I will use Meowscarada's Magical Bouquet ability to discard a basic grass energy card from my hand and place 3 damage counters on one of your Pokemon.
Give me 1 second. You gotta let me clear the clear the thing real quick. Sorry, the way I set up the stream deck, it takes a little, like, it's got like a 20-second buffer to clear the scans. All right, you're good.
So I'll use Meowscarada EX's Magic Bouquet ability to discard a grass energy card from my hand, and I get to choose one of your bench Pokemon and put 3 damage counters on it. So I will choose the Spoink, and I'll put 3 on that. And then I will use Meowscarada EX's first attack to do 100 damage with Nail Scratch. And then that Terrestrial ability is actually working out really well because I was not able to place the damage counters to knock out the Dedenne this turn.
All right. True. I'll draw for turn. And would like to have a fire Pokemon powered up. That would be good. Huh. I think I just need to smack this thing for as much damage as humanly possible right now. I'll bench Litleo and then attach a Psychic Energy from my hand to Dedenne EX, and I'll use Wonder Shot to deal 170 damage. Oh, wait. Before I do that. Yeah. I forgot about I keep forgetting about my own Clodsire, bro. Yeah, I'm not forgetting about Clodsire again. So, what is it? Poisonous Swamp or something? Anyways, here we go. I'll use Clodsire EX's Toxic Swamp ability to poison Meowscarada EX. And I will use Dedenne EX's Wonder Shot to deal 170 damage.
And Poison brings it up to 180. So then I draw for my turn. I will use Meowscarada's Magic Bouquet ability to knock out the Spoink.
Oof.
And then I will use Meowscarada's attack Nail Scratch to knock out your active Dedenne for game.
Oh, gosh. I didn't even realize that was what was happening. That's crazy. Wow. Okay. Meowscarada EX. Hold on. I need to clear that. Meowscarada EX was insane that game.
I was really disappointed when I read that it could only go to the bench Pokemon because I was really hoping to just knock out the Dedenne.
Right. That was crazy. Wow. I mean, being able to deal damage to my bench Pokemon like that before I'm even able to evolve them up was really strong. And then obviously just being able to deal 200 damage to an active Pokemon EX was awesome. I did get to get in there with the Dedenne though and do some tail swap. That
was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine if you didn't have him and I was just able to knock out the Clodsire on the bench.
Right. So that was important. It's funny because we kind of have that back and forth strategy going on. You can deal damage to my bench, but then I can heal my bench and deal damage to you. I think this game, I'm going to make sure that I don't forget about any of Clodsire's Toxic Swamp abilities.
Oh, yeah, I had no clue it was like that. That's really funny.
Yeah, for sure. So this should be fun. All right. Let's get into game 3.
You got to pay out the believers.
I do have to pay out the believers. You're right.
The 10% probably. What?
97% of people bet on Zealy? Dang, all right. I got haters today.
How long is the prediction period? I saw people say it was a little short.
It probably was. 30 seconds? We'll give you 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
It was too quick last time. Got it. You got 2 minutes this time. Game 3. Everything's on the line. I'm glad it went to a game 3, honestly. We get the most out of this.
Yeah, I'm glad we got to show off the Meowscarada last time. I'm hoping I can get the Quaquaval, and I'm hoping you could get the Clodsire attack in this game.
For sure, yes. I definitely wanted that Darkness energy. I just couldn't find one. I did start off with 2 supporters, though. That was really strong.
And with the Stadium card to draw 4.
I know. I was feeling good. I have to say, this is pretty fun, though. I could imagine, if I lived in Japan and my locals were hosting stuff like this for pre-release, like, I'd totally do it.
Oh, I'd be going every time.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun for sure.
Like, sure, you lose, but then you also get really cool cards with it.
Yeah, definitely. And it's neat being able to open half a box. I mean, that's just like you're actually bound to get some decent hits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go first. Okay. What does Director Clavel do?
I think it's search your deck for 3 basic Pokemon that aren't rule box. Or 3 basic Pokemon with 120 or less hit points.
It is that. Wow, okay, cool. It's pretty good. Okay. What's my little Litleo do? Discard a discard stadium. That's crazy. Okay. Start there.
Good luck.
Good luck. That's somebody we haven't gotten to see yet. The Wattrel and Kilowattrel. They're pretty good.
Yeah, the Kilowattrel attacks for 150 damage for 3 colorless.
Yeah, for sure. I'll draw for turn. Unfortunately, I don't have any basic energy in my hand. I really hope that I can find one soon. I'll bench Spoink, and I'll pass it to you.
Draw for turn. I'll attach to the Wattrel, and I'll play down the Artisan. I'll use the Artisan Town to search my deck for a basic Pokemon and play it onto my bench. Gonna take a look to see what's in there. It looks like I will be going for the Sprigatito. And it is your turn.
Loading up that Wattrel right away, telling me there might be a Kilowattrel in that hand. I'll draw for turn. Whew, okay. Gonna thin my deck a little bit. I'll play Clavel, which allows me to search my deck for up to 3 basic Pokemon that have 120 hit points or less, and put them onto my... Clavel allows me to search my deck for up to 3 basic Pokemon that have 120 hit points or less, and put them into my hand. So it's a really cool card for setting up, and since you don't have to put them straight onto the bench, you can play it even if your bench is full, which I really like. Let's see. It looks like my Clodsire EX is in the deck, so I'll get Wooper. I'll get... That's my other Tink prized. I'll get Seviper. And I'll get my other Tinkatink. And again, I still don't have any basic energy yet, which is really tough. So I hope that thinning the deck can help me to draw some soon. Next, I'll use Zeely's Artisan Town, which allows me to search my deck for basic Pokemon and put it straight onto my bench. And again, I just want to thin my deck as much as I can. I'll get Larvesta. And then what does Litleo's attack do? Oh, it's discard a
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I'm totally doing that.
You don't have an energy.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. All right. I'll bench Tinkatink, and I'll bench Wooper, and I'll pass to you.
I will draw for my turn. I'll use Artisan Town to search my deck for a basic Pokemon. Not really anything too crazy in here. I think I'll just grab the Paldean Tauros. Play that down. Play down another Quaxley. Attach to the active, and I will pass to you.
Draw for turn. Yes, we found an energy. That is fantastic. Now, I have a really good play this turn, but it requires that I find something off this Great Ball. So, in order to help me do that, I'm going to thin my deck a little bit more. I'll start off by playing Artisan Town to try and get one more basic out of my deck. I'll get the Litleo and play it to my bench. And then if I can find my Tinkatuff off of this Great Ball, I have the rare candy in my hand, and I'll be able to use gather materials and draw through my deck. So that is the hope. That's what we're hoping for here. Okay, we're all shuffled up. I'll play Great Ball to look at the top 7 cards of my deck, hoping for Tinkatuff. And that's a no-go. We've got Pyroar, but no Tinkatuff, unfortunately. It's fine. Pyroar is still good, but really was hoping that we could start to use gather materials. Okay. I'll evolve my active Litleo into Pyroar, and I'll attach. Where's our burn marker? It's got to be in there. Right, yeah, sick. And I'll use Pyroar's Singe attack, which burns Quaxley.
So I take 20 damage in between turns, and I'll flip to see if I heal from burn. So he does heal from burn, and I will draw for my turn. Play down Dino. How many cards are in your hand?
I've got 6.
6. Do you happen to know what this Quaxley does?
Yes.
Number 27.
Check your mic real quick. Just kind of fall it back on your head. Quaxley number 27.
I like that. So I will attach a grass energy card from my hand to my Quaxley, and I will use Quaxley's Gel Up attack for 20 damage, though with a weakness it does 40, and then during Andrew's next turn, if the active Pokemon tries to attack, he flips a coin, and if tails, that attack fails.
Ugh. Don't love that. I'll draw for turn. And I do have an energy. I'll evolve my Litleo into Pyroar, and I'll evolve my Larvesta into Volcarona. So I got a pretty strong board right now, but I do not love that Flip Clause that you just put on me. That is very bad, actually, especially since I'm kind of energy dry right now. I think I got to go for it, though. Let's see. I'll attach a Darkness energy from my hand to Pyroar, and I'll go for Overrun. No, it's a Tails, so the attack fails.
Draw for turn. Play Quick Ball, look at the top
That's
seven.
a great ball.
I thought the entire time when you played it too, I was like, Quick Ball. That's funny. I'll play Great Ball from my hand, and I look at the top 7 cards of my deck, and then I get to choose a Pokemon card I find there and put it into my hand. And I have to go with the Hydreigon. No stage 1s in there, unfortunately. So he goes to my hand. And then looks like I will just have to use Quaxley's Gel Up attack again for another 40 damage, and then Andrew will need to flip again if he decides to attack.
This is pain. I'll draw for turn. Okay. We've got another chance. Okay. No. It's fine. Y'all know what Great Ball does. I'll play Great Ball, which allows me to look at the top 7 cards of my deck and put a Pokemon I find there into my hand. We've got Tinkatuff.
Tinkatuff, yep.
Yes, we've got Tinkatuff, which is fine, but it's no Tinkaton. Really needing to flip a heads on this overrun now, though. The stakes are very high. I'll evolve my Tinkatink into Tinkatuff. And I'll attempt Pyroar's overrun for the knockout. To Tails again! No!
So I draw for turn. I will attach a energy to the Paldean Tauros, and I will use Quaxley's Gel Up attack again for the knockout.
This is so sad. I can't believe a single Quaxley was able to take down my Pyroar. That is so devastating. Oh, man. Okay. That Gel Up attack is crazy. So what am I even going for here? I can't promote my Fire Weak Pokemon. All right. I'll promote Spoink and draw for turn. Brutal. I'll attach a fire energy from my hand to I'll attach a fire energy from my hand to Pyroar and pass to you.
Draw for turn. I'll attach a water energy to the Tauros. And I will use Quaxly's Gel Up attack for 20 damage.
Oh my god. That's fine. Say the Quaxley again.
And I'll use Quaxly's Gel Up attack for...
Just one more time.
I will use Quaxly's Gel Up attack for 20 damage, and if Andrew decides to attack with the Spoink, he will need to flip a coin, and if tails, that attack fails.
Ugh. I'll draw. I am really spinning my wheels out here. I need some energy. Bad. It's okay, though. I'll use Artisan Town. Nimona was the top deck. So sad. And with Artisan Town, I'll get Larvesta just to thin my deck one more card. I don't want to top deck that Larvesta. I want to make sure that we're giving ourselves the best chance possible to find good cards off the top of the deck. Okay. And then with that, I have to pass it to you.
Draw for turn. I will attach grass energy to the Paldean Tauros. I will retreat the Quaxly.
This is bad.
And doesn't really matter. I'll play the Lesson Studio. And then I will use Paldean Tauros' Water Dive attack to do 60 damage to the Paldean Whooper to knock it out.
Ugh. Zealy goes to 2 prizes left. That is brutal. I'll draw. And... okay. I'll bench Tink-a-Tink. And I'll play... let's see. I'll play Dendra. Dang. That's gotta clear that. Dendra is gonna allow me to draw like 2 cards. Just need to find a really good one, you know. Alright, here we go. I'll play Dendra, which requires that I put a card on the bottom of my deck, and then I can fill my hand to 5, so I'll put that Stadium on the bottom and draw 2. I did get some energy cards, which is good, but at this point I am in kind of a dire situation. I'll retreat the Spoink. I can't even attack you with the Pyroar. It's just going to be so bad. Because then if I damage you, I'm just like... oh yeah, you got me in a terrible position. I'll attach a fire energy to... oh, I can't do that either. I have to like one-hit KO that thing, and I just cannot do that. I don't think it's possible. That's fine. I'll retreat Spoink into Pyroar. And I will use Pyroar's Singe attack to burn you.
So I do not heal from burn. So I draw for my turn. I'll play Nimona to draw 3. I will evolve into the Kilowattrel.
Oof.
Attach for turn. And I will use Paldean Tauros' Water Horn attack to do... I think I messed that one up.
You're good.
I will use Paldean Tauros' Water Dive attack to knock out the Spoink.
Oof.
And then I take 20 more damage from burn.
See if you heal from burn.
I do not.
Tails. I'll draw for turn. Ugh, just a really tough situation, but that's fine. I'll attach a fire energy to my Pyroar. Oop, I should clear that. I'll draw for turn. Definitely in a tough spot. Wish I had that Grumpig last turn to prevent that Spoink from getting knocked out, but that's okay. I'll attach a fire energy to my Pyroar. And you're going to take 60 more.
I'll take 70 with
I know, yeah, this is a knockout, so that's cool. You're going to take 20 more damage from Burn. And because of the stadium, my overrun attack is doing 70 damage. So I will be able to knock you out. So I will overrun for 70, and then with the burn, the Tauros gets knocked out, and I will place 2 damage counters on the Quaxley.
I will draw for turn.
Give me a second to... I know you're about to win the game with Kilowattrel, so
yep.
let me pull up the Kilowattrel real quick. Dang, bruh. Getting smacked out here. All right, good.
So I'll draw a card for turn. I will attach a basic grass energy to the...
You should promote him if you're going to do the draw, right? Oh, yeah, you promote... Yeah, just go through all the motions of draw, promote. Okay, yeah. Do that. Redo that. Cool.
So my Quaxley is knocked out. I will bring up my Kilowattrel, and then I will draw a card for turn. And I do have the basic energy card in hand, so I will attach that to the Kilowattrel, and I will use Jetwing for 160 damage for the knockout.
Whew, that was a tough one. Real tough. I can't believe that Quaxley.
Oh, he got in there.
Oh, the Quaxley. If I flip a heads on either of those attacks into Quaxley, that game is totally different.
So you did have a point where you could have knocked out the Quaxley with the Tinkatuff, because it had 30 on it, so you could have brought up the Tinkatuff, and with the Lesson Studio, you would have hit it for knockout.
That would have been crazy. Yeah, it's true. Could have done that. Yeah, it was a tough one, man. I was not having a good time against that Quaxley at all.
Oh, if you would have got any energy in play earlier, it would have been...
No, I had all my dudes out, but couldn't for the life of me find some energy. But that's sealed for you. You know, not a ton of draw, so you are relying a little bit on the top decks, a little bit on your hands, but it was fun.
Oh, yeah, I had a good time.
Yeah, I thought that these decks would work a lot worse than they did.
Oh,
honestly.
yeah, me too.
Yeah, they actually ended up working pretty fine.
So I do know Boss's Orders is in the set, but we didn't get it. It was very nice playing in, like, just going at a leisurely pace of being like, oh, you can't gust this up and knock it out. Oh, you can't gust this up.
Yeah, maybe speak for yourself, because my bench was not safe playing against your deck with the Paldean Tauros and the Meowscarada EX. Yeah, it was tough. Yeah, for sure. But
the Tauros put in a lot more work than I thought. At first, I was like, oh, 3 energy, not really going to do too much. But being able to just sit there and just 60, 60, 60.
Right, and a lot of the little Pokemon have 60 hit points. Being able to knock them out or even just soften up big EX Pokemon was certainly very valuable. I got to say, generally, I liked the pace of the games.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah. It reminded me of kind of classic Pokemon TCG battling. No turn 200 damage or whatever, you know. If you don't set up immediately, that's okay. You always have a chance.
Yeah, no, it felt great. Like, even I started really slow a few of the games, and I was still able to bring it back just because we were both going at that pace. It didn't punish one of us if the other one was just going, like, hardcore, whatever. So it was really nice being able to just slow it down a bit.
Well, it looks like Zeely is the official king of Triplet Beat, so congratulations. You got me this time. Running it back after the Game 1 loss. I am proud of my deck, though. I feel like it performed pretty well, considering I felt like going in that I had a much weaker deck than you. So I was happy to be able to get one win. If they do this again, which I'm sure they will, I would love to try and run it back with another Build and Battle Japanese booster box
I think that'd
experience.
be so much fun.
Yeah.
I had a great time.
Awesome. So, yeah, short stream today, guys. I know we only stream for an hour, but I need to edit some videos. I am going to London next week, and I have a lot of content I want to produce between now and then. So
we got work to do.
We do. So thank you guys all so much for tuning in. Huge thanks to Amy. Thank you for all the subs and all that. I'll be back tomorrow with some more Pokemon TCG action. I think I'm going to be recording Standard League tonight here at the shop. And this is going to be our first post-rotation league happening at Full Grip Games. So I'll have that for you all to show off tomorrow during stream. Might mess around and play some Pokemon TCG live as well. So we're going to have a lot of content tomorrow, and I'm stoked for it. So I'll see you all tomorrow at about 9 a.m. Eastern time, all right? Guys, have a good one. See ya.